We've all seen a video come across our feed showing an amazing DIY project that seems very simple and straightforward. And sometimes it is. But a lot of times it's not. Many YouTubers, including myself, I will admit, post up videos and don't show their mistakes or the majority of the work that goes on behind the scenes. And often the videos don't do justice to the difficulty of making the end product work or look so good. Recently I saw a video like this for a bubble wall that immediately caught my attention. My daughter is autistic and loves water and bubbles, so this seemed like the perfect thing to keep her happy for hours. The materials were easy to come by, the video was short with only a few steps, and the end result looked fantastic. However, the project turned out to be a nightmare. So come behind the scenes for a rare glimpse of a failed YouTube DIY project. I watched half a dozen videos on this project, and all of them used the same basic design, which is 2 sheets of glass or plexiglass sealed to each other with about a 1/4 inch gap in between for a fish tank air hose to squeeze in at the bottom. Now I don't intend to give you all the steps because my project was a failure and you can easily find other videos for that. Instead, I'm going to talk about why this project didn't work while the video montage plays on. I chose to use plexiglass in my project because of the risk of my daughter breaking glass. This proved to be my first mistake. Plexiglass is bulletproof and she could never destroy it, but it does flex and bow, which you will see later was a fatal flaw. I also chose to make my piece 2 feet by 3 feet because I figured the bigger the better. Again, that was a mistake as that just means more water, higher pressures, and more surface area for leaks. And finally, the silicone sealant that I used takes 24 hours to cure, but that's when you have adequate air circulation. I found out the hard way that silicone sealant takes much longer to cure in a tight, confined space without any ventilation. I discovered after I quit the project and tore the thing apart that some of the sealant never cured, even after about 4 weeks. After completing the build and attaching it to the wall, I put some water in it to test it. With 1 inch of water in the bottom, everything worked great. But as I added more water, the bubble wall bowed in the middle where there was no support, and the partially cured sealant at the bottom started to pull away and leak. I didn't know it was partially cured at the time because I followed all the directions and it looked transparent instead of white. Anyway, I tried for 3 weeks to drain the water and then patch the holes and let it dry again for several days over and over again. Each time I made small progress and a little bit more water going in each time before leaks appeared, but I was never close to the top. And if I couldn't stop leaks from happening now, why would I have any confidence that it wouldn't leak with my 6-year-old banging on it? I did learn some things from this project, and I'm sure I will salvage most of the pieces for some other use someday. But I wish I would have taken more time in the beginning to think the design through, but I still may not have foreseen all the problems. Really, I wish that all of these Pinterest and Facebook and YouTube projects were a little more honest and upfront with some of the challenges and pitfalls. I hope to do better with that myself in the future for my channel. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something, and if it helps one person avoid a failed project, then it was worth it. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more projects in the future.